Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Bit of a late start to tonight. I wanted to be streaming earlier, but I had some things to take care of unexpectedly. I had a friend who was trying to get some help with like a technical difficulty on his job search, and that's kind of important. And then I wanted to go over my magic damage script with some people, and that took longer than I hoped. And there's, it's just a bunch of things that piled up, like a few people that needed some help, or then like a project of mine, all that sort of thing. But now, late into the evening, we get to sit down, we get to play some Hollow Knight. I'm super excited. Took the weekend off from streaming. I was giving myself some time to just unwind. And of course I was trying to work on my video a little bit. I'm so frustrated though. As soon as I finish this month-long research project and I'm ready to turn it into a YouTube video and I finally have the script, now I need to pivot to a different video instead because Udyr is releasing on the PvE and I have to study that instead and just get that video out for his release because that one's on a time limit. But oh well, doesn't really matter, right? It will come when it's ready. Let's play Hollow Knight. I don't know if my speaker's the right volume for myself, but you guys should obviously be unaffected by that. You should just hear everything. The goal today is to check out the Queen's Gardens. This could end up being a really short thing. I don't know. I have a few ideas of things I can do. I've got, some fights. I've got some... Okay, maybe it's a little loud. I've got some secrets to explore. There's that thing in the Abyss that I'm pretty sure needs you to have Lifeblood active. And I'm going to try to investigate that a little bit. Last time we finished following Mr. Mushroom around, and we woke the final dreamer. So technically at any point, as far as I know, we could just enter the Temple of the Black Egg and end the game. I forgot about this feature. What a beautiful feature. I love it. Yeah, so I guess it's just shortcut to Queen's Gardens, right? Which hopefully, ideally, has the last stag station in it. So we can unlock the final extra one. I guess it's just Queen Station, huh? I guess we'll just run straight towards that, right? Why not? So earlier today, I was taking a walk, as I do often. One of the things that I've been doing lately, just to get myself away from screens and give myself time to think, I take a long walk to a park, take a book with me, just sit down, read. It's awesome, right? So what happened today is I walked all the way there. It takes 15-20 minutes to get there. As soon as I got there, I get an alert on my phone. Severe thunderstorm warning within the next 20 minutes. Okay, fine. I'll immediately leave. I should have checked the weather before I left. I know, but that sucked. Just really, really unfortunate for me. But what can you do, right? You can't beat the weather. This does go to Queen's Gardens. That's right. It was tier access. That's right. I remember now. So there was something blocking us. We couldn't access the whole thing. Oh yeah, you're the projectile guy. And yeah, you do have that trap when you die, don't you? And then there's this mechanic too, that's right, okay. Did I want to go up there? No, I didn't. That goes to Fog Canyon. Let's explore. I've been preparing for my can't speak. I've been preparing for my driving test lately. I've had my license for freaking 7 years and never bothered to sit down and get the full G. Never bothered to sit down and actually practice highway driving or anything like that, but been doing that a lot lately. I actually missed my first appointment and I felt like garbage when I did. That was actually right at my last hiatus. Because I did that and just felt like a fucking idiot, and I'm like, okay, this is just snowballing out of control into, like, some bad amounts of, like, self-loathing. But then I thought about it later, like, after I made that mistake. I looked back at the email. I booked my road test, like, 7 months in advance. So surely I can't possibly miss it, right? I looked back at the email, and it lists the date at the very top, but the date isn't the date of your appointment, it's when you booked the test, and that was a little odd. The actual time of your test was, like, way at the bottom, hidden and everything, like a 24-hour clock, so I just mixed up. Like, I thought it was for 5 o'clock, it was actually for... Fuck, that's platform. It was actually for, like, 3 o'clock. Oops. So, yeah, ultimately my fault, but also just poorly formatted email. Can you stop eating me? I don't like that. Either way, though, new test tomorrow, and it's actually kind of lucky. Oh my! I'm actually just a lot more prepared for this one than I was the last, I feel. You know what? Yeah, it turns out I could have made progress here last time, I just chose not to. We're gonna sit on the bench and just swap out my charms. If I'm seeing this much platforming, like, I don't want to deal with this. What do I have? Wayward Compass, Spore Shroom. Oh, there's no point to putting on Hive Blood with this setup, huh? Okay, let's see what this one does, actually. I want to know. Not that. Oh, I don't have any souls, so I can't test it. I'll put on Sprint Master for fun. Yeah, why not? So I wanted Hive Blood, but at 4 cost with this many charms, with the other things I have equipped, there's kind of no point, right? These things respawned. Did not dodge it. That's too bad. That had better have opened a shortcut, right? Okay, well, here's my shortcut. Oh, you know what? It opened this. Yeah, that's what it did. You have to go through the platforming challenge, and then it opens this for you. Okay. Maybe we should fill out the Hunter's Journal. Maybe that would be fun to do. I don't really know where I'm going, so I'm not going to bother looking at my map. Who knows what I could discover in here, right? Ah, the music very conspicuously stopped. That's why, because it opens this. It opens this shortcut. So I was always wondering how to get in here. There was no access. It's one way. And the music stopped because obviously that's all infected and bad. And that means that there should... yeah, there's something here. Oh! You're an enemy and you're very fast. And you're not giving me a lot of space. He bowed at me for a second. I'm like, is this a friendly? Like, what's going on here? Okay, I can run out of space. But not if I do this. Oh, that's it. There's just a husk. The love key! Oh my god! I needed that. That opens the Tower of Love. Oh my god. Well, we have something to do after Queen's Gardens now. Okay. Cool. Now, where do I find the other... Really? Here. Here. Really? Maybe this won't be so bad. It's kind of not so bad. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. That was completely fine. I don't mind at all. Failed my upswing. I don't really want to fight you on that platform. That just looks miserable. Oh, it's so big. I haven't cast that spell in combat yet, the new upgrade. Man. Okay. It says there's a bench this way, so I may as well drop aggro, look above me, see if there's anything here. There is. Stag! Yes! No! Okay, it's just a normal enemy rush. This is not that bad. He does fire straight. Oh my god. I'm so glad that spell does so much damage. That didn't kill him off. I'm actually gonna die here, and it's gonna be so depressing. It was close, though. It was close. There's a bench right there, and now I don't get to have it. What the fuck? That's so rude. Who puts a combat encounter next to a stag station sign? That's appealing. That one sucks you in. Fuckers. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. Oh no, I don't have to go that way, that's right. It looks like I killed one of those enemies by leading it into spikes, which is funny. I think I have so little geo that it ultimately doesn't matter if I don't recover my corpse, although obviously I would prefer to. Go away, man. Oh, that was a lot of them. Okay. Bench here. It's a toll bench, and I'm dead, and don't have my corpse. Wow. Wow. That's appalling. Okay. Fuck. Well, the actual fight I was in can't be that hard, right? Please just tell me my shade is right here. Nope, it's well and truly in the middle of the arena. Okay, so he does sometimes not fire straight. corpses have vanished, so the spikes don't stay there the entire fight, which is nice. That didn't kill. I had the iframes, but then I got kind of reckless. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I was really close to done then. That's tilting. This is the worst stag station in the game. What do you mean? Why is it so precarious? Surely the other way in is better, right? Maybe this is it. That is not it. That is not it. This is probably just a shortcut, right? No. Yeah, it is. That's a fast way back to the fog cannon, and it links everything back together, so I don't have to do any more platforming. And the final stag station, which I was really hoping is here. Oh my god, what is this thing? I was really hoping it's here. It is, in fact, here. I mean, actually, technically, it couldn't have been anywhere else, right? I just wasted so much soul. Like, it wasn't possible for this to be anywhere else. We've already been to every other area in the game, and there wasn't a stag station in, like, the Hive, so it had to be here. Whoa, what is this? Is that a dead stag? That kind of looks like an old stag corpse. It's very sad. Really regretting not going back for the Geo bench now. I didn't. There was one of those friggin' like bug traps standing on my heel spot. I'm playing badly tonight. It's okay though. I mean, maybe I'm just getting overwhelmed by the greenery. There's so much going on here. Aha! Can't hide that from me. I was wondering if that was a spot I could go to, but no, it's just another trap. They're all traps. Oh! It's a grub! It's a grub! And it's something else. Is that the queen? Cause if that white dream-protected armor of something was the king, could that be the queen's corpse? Accessible through... We'll find where you can reach that spot. Eventually, but I need to find that. Oh my god. Didn't hit as many of them as I'd hoped. Probably just the wrong spell for the job, huh? I maybe needed to like find a way to break into the bottom here, like past them and up spell. Or I could just, you know, not be scared of them and hit them with my nail. That also works. What is that sound? This clearly isn't the stag station. That is like a full screen nuke. That's absurd. It's not actually full screen, but it is like frighteningly close. I swear there was a path over here. Huh, I guess it was just the Hallownest seal, right? It actually... it's just this again. Someone jumped out of, like, here, right? Like, one of these jumping spider creatures, like, totally jumped out of there, I thought. I don't know. I guess I just keep pressing forwards, and maybe the stag station will be revealed to me. I guess this was the only way forwards. Don't trust that. I do not trust that one bit. Oh, hi. Marmu. Oh, the queen! The queen is coming! I've been waiting so long and now she's almost here! I feel like I'm about to burst! I've kept it safe, the sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time and soon the queen will return and teach me to fly! Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Okay, so we just found a warrior dream, which I will mark on my map. That's a fight. I don't want to fight it now. I don't want to get clapped and then die and then walk all the way back. I mean, I guess it's fighting in a dream. How much can that really matter, right? Oh, we just found it. Oh, here we are. It's right here. I found it. The stag nest where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty binds me to travel only where I am called, but if you wish to see it yourself, I could take you there. None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give the... Yes! Before you rang the bell, I'd almost forgotten this station existed. It was not often used by the common bugs, being a well-guarded retreat for our late queen. Even as overgrown as they've become, these gardens are still beautiful after all this time. I'm sure the queen would be happy to know that. So if this just loops into here, then no, I'm actually really, really curious to figure out what's going on with this space up here. I don't know if it's supposed to be inaccessible to me. I don't think it's supposed to be inaccessible to me. That wouldn't make sense. Balanced. That wasn't an upswing. Ah, my inputs are so bad. Okay, let's just travel up that whole thing again and see if we can find something here. Maybe we actually kill the enemies. And maybe that opens up more space for me. Like here, right? Dodge it properly. Okay, I was hoping that would... wouldn't be a spot for me. I jumped too high, so I didn't actually just get it properly. But this is what I'm curious about. How do I get there? How do I get there? Oh, it's implied that the answer is... Oh, I see. I think I see the implied answer, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna go check that out. Trust my gut on that one. Get an excuse to sit on the bench. Right. Is there something here? No, it's just enemies. That's the only way into here. Resets. Where does this open up? Oh, I see. And then this is where that toll bench was, which... Oh, never mind. Hey, Alex. It's going fine. We're exploring the Queen's Gardens. Oh my god. Just exploring new areas is my favorite part of the game, so I'm happy to be doing it. Wait, what if that was a... There was a grub here. Where am I? I don't want to deal with that from this angle. We'll go to the toll bench soon. I just don't want to do any platforming right now. That isn't the way forward. Oh, and I keep falling. So yeah, we're having our gardening episode. Look, we're in a garden. How exciting. Everyone loves the gardening episode. I love the gardening episode. You love the gardening episode. That's how it be. Oh, shit. So what's the last one? 7? What's like the really hard one? I haven't seen this much dash-only platforming in a really long time. 7's the victory lap. Okay, so you're really close to figuring it out, huh? So many spikes. That phases through walls, okay. Swinging down there kind of makes no sense. Okay, I'm just getting clapped now. It's embarrassing to be hit twice by the same projectile. Oh my god, and how long have you been working on this raid? Like, that just seems like an amount of effort that I can't even, like, comprehend. There's so much to explore here. What am I discovering? Where am I now? Dark Cavern? Green Path? I know where I am! I've wanted to be here for a really long time. Yes! I've been looking for the... I knew that was an exit, and eventually I knew it was an exit from Queen's Gardens. It was just a matter of finding it. Here. Wait, I'm still missing one. I have to find where it is. I'm still missing one. You see how the particle effects are still on screen? Ah, it's up there. Jesus! 3 months for effectively one boss fight. That is brutal. Yeah, no, I can't even imagine the amount of effort that takes to get that right. A pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Beware to wander that place. Oh. The pale being that we saw that. Wait, so maybe that's not... Is that... Okay, either that's not the queen, or perhaps more frightening for its lore implications. It is. Oh my god, and you have to just start it again. That was way too close. is comfortable. Yep. Are you kidding me? I tore myself away from the wall. This is all for a grub, by the way, I just realized. Which, yeah, worth it. It's a grub. Sweet. Shit, I'm not gonna make it on this one. Ah, I have to come back. I have to come back. I'm not gonna risk dying on a platforming challenge like this. Like, far from a bench and just... I mean, whatever this is might be harder, to be honest. I can get past that. I wonder, actually, if that's the end point for the flower side quest. Fuck. Oh, yes! Cloth! Let's go! I love Cloth. Cloth has given me heal windows, too. Yes! The Traitor Lord? It looks like I actually have a lot of windows to hit this guy. Okay, he also hurts a lot. I think I have a window to heal. Oh my god, well, I kind of did. Depends on your definition of healing. If the healing lasts... If the healing has to last, then no, I did not have a heal window. Oh my god. You have to have your invincibility dash to beat that move. And I didn't. Oh, that does a lot of damage! I wasn't at 1 health! I wasn't on 1 health! I was not on 1 health! That does a lot of damage. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Just for a title and shiny weapon. Hey, shiny weapons are cool. I like looking fancy. I mean, it's more the satisfaction of having done it, right? Whenever you have something like that difficult, basically the allure of finishing it is just like the entire motivation for doing it, right? So the rewards wouldn't matter. Yeah, like our brains just say, ooh, hard thing. Me do. We have to go get my shade. So they put this jet here to make sure you have the ability that gives you the power to dodge his attacks. Oh my god. And they were kind enough to put him away from that. Come on. Why would you open with that? It makes no sense. I should have the Shadow Edge move on right now. Like, I haven't used it yet and I really want to. I forgot my power attack doesn't just kill. Even though it would be nice if it did. And I took an extra hit because I thought that was only like a... Oops. There's still a lot of windows to dodge this guy. And that was one of them. Uh-oh. Come on, come on. Came back. Woo! Maybe I should just slow down a bit, right? Uh-oh. Oh, I landed on him. Shit. Uh-oh. Barely in time. I almost died there for a reckless dash. Oh no, I'm dead! It actually does. It deals too. Ah! Wait, what the fuck just happened there? Did she kill? Did Cloth just kill? Hang on. It looks like Cloth got skewered or something. Did Cloth end the fight for me when I was dead? Hang on, something weird just happened. Something weird just happened. I need to get back there ASAP. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't fuck up the progression of that fight. Come on, man. The problem is, I'm just so used to dashing, like, whenever I want to. So it's like the idea of not being allowed to dodge an attack is kind of weird. Because you can't just have a dash, you need a specific dash with a cooldown. How am I getting hit by that? Fight is definitely... Yeah, it's just gonna restart. When am I going to learn that nail arts... Oops, that's on heal. When am I going to learn that nail arts have longer animations? Hooray! Cloth! Traitor Lord! That move hurts so much. Oh, projectile for fun. Oh, okay. Darkness. God damn it. I really didn't dash through it properly. Oh no. Bye. Bye. I completely blundered that attempt. And can I have a bench near this fight, please? Like, hello? Why is the bench so fucking far away? Hello? Every other boss fight was nice to me, except Hive Lord. Or Hive Knight, rather. Can I have a nice bench? Can my bench get a job and move to the nice city? Like, hello? What am I doing? Like, using such niche inside jokes on my stream. Like, hello? What am I thinking? Who's going to get that joke? Who is this for? want to do the platforming challenge while my shade is still out. It's just too reckless to do something like that. Since when is walking forward one of your attacks? Since when is not dodging one of mine? That almost looks like infection, like kind of... Oh, he's infected, isn't he? Starting my dash and just too far away for no reason. Wait, that's not a... I was above him. I thought he was supposed to jump. I knew I was frame trapped there from jumping. There was nothing I could do as soon as I started the jump, and then I noticed which like attack he was using. I knew I was fucked. Why am I taking so many... do that every time. Why am I taking so many free hits? I'm just getting frustrated with myself again. It's just annoying to get hit by things like that, where like I played it so well in previous attempts. So it's like, well, I know I can do it. Why am I not executing on it now? Just... At least the platforming's gotten easier for me. I guess the bench isn't that far away. It just feels far because you have to do like actual difficult platforming to reach it. That's not the difficult platforming though. Come on. What a salvage. Okay. What a save! Okay, apparently he's just going to consistently walk forwards. No. Hello, Cloth. Okay, here comes the Trader King, or Trader Lord, or whatever he's called. Trader Lord, that's right. He's gonna open with that move. His stance telegraphs. His stance telegraphs. Okay. And... oh my god, I didn't focus on dodging. I was saying to myself, focus on dodging, and then I didn't. Okay, so yeah, I got that spoiled because I died. Cloth, no! Wait, what the hell? What? They're not letting me leave. So yeah, I did. Wow, I. Cloth, no! No. She's dead. She's fucking dead. Okay, so this does at least lead me to where I wanted to go. Protect. Protect what? Are you the queen? What the hell is this thing? Why can I go in? It's like a cocoon. It's really densely packed. Just look for secrets. What is that sound? The white lady. Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid, or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? It is true. True that you were awaited. No, perhaps that is inaccurate. True, one like you was awaited. I have a gift held long for one of your kind, half of a whole. When united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. What are you giving me? The white fragment. What is this? It faced the gendered child. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother, though the two were permitted a little time together. I never begrudged the worm's dalliance's bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed.
Merma.
Who? The weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes are from such a thing. The first is inevitable and current course, regression in all minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable and would seek your aid in its occurrence, replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled, but you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing in...
Trominba.
What?
Pianero.
Plague would unleash... What?
Pianero.
Are you tied up, or are you like a tree? What the f... Okay, wait. Oh my, it's a charm?! Fragment of a white charm. It cannot be equipped. Okay, so... Okay. It faced the gendered child. Wait, but... But wait, surely we're not talking about Hornet, right? Or... No. Well, no, that was something. A true battle of mighty warriors. So intense, so climactic. It's really everything I could ever have hoped for. Thanks for all your help, my friend. For a tiny bug, you set a valiant example. We'll meet again, I'm sure of it. No, Cloth. Okay, now I need... I might actually go back and clip that dialogue just so I can see what it says, because like that is cryptic as hell, and but I feel like, you know, it's not often that I feel like the cryptic dialogue means something to me right away. This time I kind of do. I want to figure out what that means. the gendered child that I faced. I want to figure out if that's Hornet, or if that's what that means. Okay, time to do this again. Fuck, I didn't even use the up spell. I'm going to do that one, yeah. That one will be useful for me later. I just need to hold some soul in me. I'm trying to maximize my jumps up to there, but now I don't have the soul I need, so I actually have to do sword combat while I'm up there. I guess that has to be okay, right? Maybe I'm not supposed to go over there at all. Maybe I'm actually just supposed to make it the way I was trying. Wait, hold on, I gotta try something. I don't know if I can cancel that dash into a double jump. And if I can, then, oh my god, that's a weird mechanic. It's the only thing I can think of right now. Oh, no, wait a minute, the answer's more obvious. Well, first of all, start from higher. Here. And the obvious solution is then to do this, cancel it. Fuck! But that, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. There we go. We found a grub! Hooray! Have a good night, Alex. Thanks for stopping in. This goes to green path, this goes to... Okay. I want to go back to this stag station. And also, there just is more to explore in Queen's Gardens right now. Did you guys see that, path heading downwards? Well, this is actually a little awful. I haven't practiced this side of the platforming challenge. Oh dear. No! Okay. Can I get back to the bench safely? I'm not far. I'm not far. Can I get back to the bench safely? Dropping to. Okay. Yes, I can. Yes, I can get back to the bench safely. Now I'd like to go down, I'd like to go to the toll bench, and I'd like to explore underneath that. which is going to require me to do more platforming. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. Wow, I said I don't want to, like, backtrack there, but, like, that was it. I am a coward and a fool. Okay, so there's a toll bench here. That's the way down. I'd like to see what that is. We'll put this here. What is this? Is this going to speak to me? Sharp Shadow. Contains a forbidden spell that transforms shadows into deadly weapons. When using Shadow Dash, the bear's body will sharpen and damage enemies. Yeah, it's just music. Cool. Let's see, so... This wasn't really another room, rather it was... dark corridor, like a continuation of this bit. With a lot of thorns and a required lantern, like. I'm so glad the lantern isn't a charm. God, that would have sucked if the lantern was a charm. I also really just don't trust the fact that they intentionally give you a bench right before you go down here. Huh? Weird. Deep nest? Wait, really? Really? This goes to Deep Nest? I wonder if you interact with the white charm. A mask, a face, does it need one, does it not? To define, to focus, to exist. Oh, I can't get anything clear out of you right now. Okay, so I just discovered maybe a more convenient way into Deep Nest. Wait, are you telling me this entire time if I had noticed I could have just gone up there because that wasn't a one-way? Oh my god, if I had noticed. Oh my god, I had a way in that... Well, I had a way in to begin with. Like, just because I didn't use the way I had in the Queen's Garden earlier doesn't mean I was stuck here. I was trying to figure out what was blocking my path, like, and why I didn't go the first time, but apparently it was just nothing. Nothing was blocking my path. Okay, well, in that case, we're now going to go to the stag station, and we're going to go to the stag nest specifically. And then after that, it's Tower of Love. We'll figure it out. I can't believe this whole time the stag was looking for where it was born. That's so sad. And that should be Queen's Gardens, like, comfortably cataloged there, yeah. For some reason, it doesn't list itself as going to Deep Nest. Stag Nest. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the secret station. Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind come with me. The bell is broken. That's why he couldn't find it. Oh no. That's a fragment though, it's kinda nice for me. Really? I'll come back to that in a moment. So there's something back there. I just want to go as far as I can go, and then I'll just loop back. An empty eggshell. Wait a minute. Surely not fresh, right? Could there be another stag? Howling Cliffs! What the hell? Are you serious? I wonder if there's not a way to break up there, right? Wait, really? Maybe I need some extra distance. Even that didn't do anything. Oh, something's happening. Maybe not. Maybe not? I just feel like that should have worked, you know? Oh no, I'm just watching the elevator follow me. That's what it was. What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once. Stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I'd consider myself the only remaining, the last stag. Being in the nest again. There's something in the air, a smell or a warmth or a presence, perhaps? Could it be other stags have made their way out to the wider world? I'll hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive, still out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I could never abandon the stagways, not as long as passengers still need them. Until you still have more important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. Did you notice? Wasn't his name the last stag at one point, and now it's just old stag? Yeah, because he's right. There was that empty eggshell. There's all these corpses here, which is really sad. There's that vessel, but I cannot break this. Why can't I break this? Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble here. I think I'm gonna be disappointed. Oh, I'm more than disappointed. Oh no, that's just Dirtmouth. That's a fine place to end up.
Oh!
Akala. Him.
I have to call the stag back now. Back to the stag nest. I need to know more. I need to know more. I need to figure out what that... Like, why can't I break into that? Because my down spell just did not work. He's not saying anything more. There was a vessel fragment here, which is like supposed to be the main reward, I'm sure. But like this, there's something here. There is something. What do I do about that? What if I don't cast a spell and I just land on it from here? What happens? Nothing. I feel like I need to somehow convince my stag to stand on that. well, on the plus side, this does, in fact, put me close to where I think I need to be. Oh yeah, you could never feasibly get up there, huh? Right. Well, that doesn't bode well for what's coming next, because I kind of... Okay, yeah, this is bad. I'm about to have to go somewhere, like, without getting hit, and I'm getting hit by the easiest enemies in the game. So that's more than a little embarrassing. I'm supposed to go to... Yeah, King's Pass. This is right. I'm supposed to get Lifeblood, and I'm supposed to take that... I want to be full health, though. I'm supposed to take that Lifeblood to the Abyss with me. We're gonna come back to, Stag Nest. Actually, in fact, I'm going to put a pin on it so I can't possibly forget. Like, up here. Yeah. I was like, Quinn, why is there a pin up there? Oh, right. Stag Nest. The Stag Nest has something that I need to see and figure out. 'Cause I don't know what it is yet. Okay, 2 bits of Lifeblood. That should be enough. I hope it is. Hello. I'm going in here. I don't really care if I end up dying. Like, worst case scenario, I have a bench near a stag station. I think it's okay. We're gonna go to the hidden station, and that's going to take me towards the Abyss. And as far as I know, there's only one thing left in the Abyss that I need to worry about. Although, should I now care about this? It's so scary. Like, okay, in the Abyss, I could really just screw up and hit some spikes, and that would be sad. I don't want to do that. This is just my best bet for what to do on entry to the Abyss. Higher beings, our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Oh, thank goodness. I was told it's impossible to not land on a platform in the Abyss. So I was just really hoping at that point it was true. I really can't afford to take a hit right now. Okay, it's up there. It's reacting to my lifeblood. No way! You cannot be serious with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of it? Oh no. Transfigures. Maybe I need Yoni's blessing. Maybe we need to. Oh, this is gross. We're good. We're okay. Everything is fine. This is a normal, reasonable side quest to do. Ah. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I can get 14 lifeblood, no problem. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thank goodness they made the abyss itself easy, right? Ah, yeah, lovely. Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo. Yahoo! Woo! I've got to figure out if I want to even do that one. Like, there's a few... So there's 2 side quests now where I have to figure out if I actually even want to try. Because it's now the flower quest and the lifeblood quest. And both of them look horrendous. I'm not gonna lie, they look terrible. I don't want to do them. They both look like they take an immense amount of skill over a long period of time, and both would take a number of attempts. So. Hello, I have 1200. Looking into it, I can see so many memories peering back at me, so many asking to be remembered. None of us can live forever, and so we ask those who survive to remember us. Hold something in your mind and it lives on with you, but forget it and you seal it away forever. That is the only death that matters. So they say. Enough of that, though. Take this relic and come back to me with 1500 essence. Oh, it's just one of these. Like a... It's the highest value. Like spending item. Okay, well, let's take a moment and see what... I take you off, I take you off. I take you off. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 of these now. Oh, this just got a lot more doable. This just got a lot more doable. Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. So what is the easiest other bit of lifeblood to get? I'm looking for a very, very, very easy spot. Actually, let's just see if it's respawned in Dirtmouth. Because maybe it has. If I'm lucky, it has. Okay, so no, they're just expecting you to be smart about it with your upgrades. Because if I have Yoni's Blessing... That's a lot. Oh, their bug doesn't say anything new. Okay, let's see if it's respawned. It would be very, very, very convenient if it did. I can't even disrespect these. Like, I can't take it. Oh, it did! Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have enough! I have enough! I have enough! Yes! With absolutely no forgiveness, of course, but I just wanted to be absolutely sure I was counting right, so I had to like get out of the frame and use my finger on the screen, right? Like. So now, Now we can go back. I'm talking about this as though it's going to be as hard as the flower. I mean, I honestly did think it was going to be as hard as the flower quest, because I never bothered to see what Yoni's Repose even does. Or Yoni's Blessing. Yoni's Repose is the place. Okay. Slow, patient, respectful. We drop carefully. We're gonna keep doing this, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady keeps the lifeblood active. If the lifeblood is not active, then we're fucked. Because that's the entire point of me being here right now. If I counted these wrong, I'm going to lose my mind. No, I'm fine. Let me in. It's 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? But I have 14! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What's okay, what is going on here? The initial jewel counts as 1. That one in the middle counts as 1. It's 15. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, well, on the plus side, this just became tedious rather than impossible, so I'm still gonna do it, right? Like, it's just annoying. I'm not actually, like, that inconvenienced by it. Is there nearer or more convenient lifeblood? No. Here, and I'm in the clear. Okay, well, nearer or more convenient lifeblood. Nearer or more convenient. Nearer or more convenient. Failed tramway can't count. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go anywhere where I can risk taking damage. Okay, we're doing the tedious one, guys. We're taking the tedious route. It's repetitive and annoying, but it's the lowest possible risk, so we may as well, right? Why didn't I set a gate going back there? Why didn't I set a dream gate? I'm so dumb. I didn't even consider changing my dream gate as an option. Wow. But why wouldn't I consider that? I wouldn't consider it because it's a new tool in my arsenal. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. That's why. Like, if I'm gonna be... That's so annoying, though. Imagine how much time it would have saved. Do not disrespect this one enemy up here. Fuck. It's on to me. Okay. Where's the next safest lifeblood? Could it be that one in Kingdom's Edge? I don't know how safe that is. That's full of projectiles. We should go to Yoni's. We should go to Yoni's. Surely there will be some there, right?
Oh!
Do I have more charms that would, like, help me with this? Yeah, maybe not. Just be absolutely sure. Where? There's no lifeblood in the Abyss. There's a lot of it in Deep Nest, but Deep Nest is like the fucking opposite of where I want to be. I could take a gamble and just go there. I don't want to try to go through Infected Crossroads. I don't know if Yoni's Repose actually has one. Kingdom's Edge one is looking really goddamn appealing right now. Hey, I have an interesting question. What happens if I'm running Hiveblood and Yoni's? Okay, so 2 of them just fucking disappeared, which is lovely. Presumably because I sat on a bench, so we have to go back to this, and now that I've rested, it should have respawned. Yep, it's back. That is an utterly bizarre interaction. Now my health is, like, different. It distinguishes between them. Actually, wait, am I still going to Yoni's? Easiest way would be through Stag Nest, I guess, maybe. But I don't even know if Yoni's has lifeblood in it. Like, it's not listed as having it. Stuff is looking appealing. Okay. I think... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for the Kingdom's Edge one. We're gonna go for the Kingdom's Edge one, and as soon as we can get it... If I get hit at all, this could be a problem. But Kingdom's Edge is probably my best bet. As long as I can avoid projectiles, as long as I have faith in my ability to do that, I'm never allowed to rest, because I will lose my extra lifeblood. I still never got in there. I wonder if that's Tower of Love related. We're good. These guys are not that hard to avoid. And that's not an enemy. And this leads me to where I need to be. I know I don't have the compass equipped, but... Okay. All I have to do is make it up here. I have to climb without getting hit. I have a bad feeling about that, because I'm pretty sure this is full of, like, projectile enemies. Yep. Just need them dead. Just need to play it slow, and then I just need them dead. And if they don't notice me, even better. That's not all the way up. Yeah, if they don't notice me, even better. Aha! We're fine. We're fine. We made it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, which one's which again? I don't want to accidentally ruin my dream gate and have to walk back. How much would that suck? Hold down to set, hold up to travel. I've spent 1 essence. Now we can go. Hey, Derek, you know exactly what I'm doing. But I pulled it off. That's the best part. I pulled it off. So I showed up to there with 14 because I counted 14 and I didn't realize the gem in the middle also counted. Oh, I figured it out. I showed up with 2 lifeblood and it immediately told me what I'm supposed to do. I found 2. I was leaving King's Landing. I had 2 lifeblood and I'm like, hey, why don't I just check out that door again? And then it immediately started counting up. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I know what to do here. And then, so I was really concerned it'd be, like, as bad as the flower quest. And then I realized I've never, like, looked at what Yoni's Blessing actually does. I put it on. There we go. Easy. Except then, I showed up with -1 lifeblood. So, we had to figure out where the safest place to get more was. And then I just wanted to see what the Hive Blood and Yoni's interaction was. And to be honest, I still don't know what it is, because this is just a weird-looking health bar. I can't believe that one in the middle counts as 1. God damn you. There's 14 of those beads. Why should I not show up with 14, right? Except someone decided the one in the middle counts as 1 is 15. Yeah, except the extra lifebloods on the end don't get restored. You see that? They're not hexagons. Oh, fair enough, yeah. So, oh, come on. You really lined this place with spikes? Oh, I see it. Really? That's so precise. Oh, come the fuck on. Ugh. Wait, I can't. I guess I can't. Oh my god, this is hard. I guess it doesn't matter anymore because I'm already in. Lifeblood core. Oh, it's warping me out. I guess I'm unworthy. There was a missable thing here. Oh, that's the missable thing. Oh, fuck. An arcane egg? Okay, thank goodness. That's... It's fine if I miss an arcane egg, right? Yeah. Lifeblood heart. Bearable gain a coating of... Fuck! No! I didn't... I could have made it so much easier on myself! I would have just gotten more! And... Are you... I would have just received... I didn't have to do any of that. I made this side quest as difficult as it needed to be, huh? Okay. Fun. I would like to leave now. It's time now to go to the Tower of Love and unlock it. But first I need to put on like a human charm configuration instead of like whatever the hell this is right now. When I saw there was a missable thing and then I missed it, I was so scared it was like something required for 100% or something like that. Yeah, so that is something that I'm actually going to go back and clip and try to decipher. Because what in the hell is she saying? I'm trying to figure out who the gendered child is. Are you talking about Hornet, or is there something I thought that I missed? Rip to the homie cloth, I've got to say. Like, that was depressing. We've been to the Stag Nest. Just going to... I guess King Station is the best one for me right now. But I can't figure out the secret in Stag Nest. Like the shaking... Don't you dare tell me it's nothing. Don't you dare tell me it's nothing. What's Shaman Stone again? Shaman Stone. Mark of Pride. I'm gonna try Sharp Shadow. What? Okay, no. Let me figure that one out slowly. Let me figure that one out. What the hell? Really? Okay, hang on. So, Hive Knight probably isn't one. Locating Tooth Man. Yeah, Dung Defender obviously is one. Okay, good, because as soon as I'm done Tower of Love, then I'm literally out of ideas of where I'm supposed to go. So. Outside of, obviously, the end of the game, but. What's in here? Please don't just be an instant surprise boss fight. So a bunch of corpses in jars. I hear crying. It's a boss fight, okay. Oh, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ, what do you do? No! Don't summon random enemies. Okay, they're all weak as shit, so that's kind of nice. I'm not used to how Sharp Shadow works, so I kind of panic. Oh, that's a lunging attack. Okay, I dashed in the wrong direction. so spoiled by my Shadow Cloak. I didn't channel a nail art like I intended to. This guy's so goddamn annoying. Like, just sit still for a second, buddy. I've got to use. I think I have to use like all my dashes to get through him. Okay, Sharp Shadow's not that OP. Just calm down, buddy. He's jumping a lot more. I think he's scared. Fuck! What a weirdo. Why is this at the top of the Tower of Love? I mean, I kind of like my charm setup. So, I mean, one thing I really want to do now is find the black half of that white charm. I need to know what that does. You understand? Sure. Alright, come here, asshole. I knew nothing good could be at the top of the Tower of Love, but I didn't expect, whatever this is. Don't tell me he puts my shade in a jar. Oh my god, he does. Wait, can I make the fight easier by killing these enemies? Hang on. He's so slippery. I hate this guy. As long as I play it slow, he's really not that bad, though. Oh, whoops. Wasted the really good stagger. That was really dumb. Multiple completely preventable mistakes here. Oh, I don't know why I'm standing there chanting as though I get the same opportunity twice in a row. Oh my god, I was given the dream right there and I just threw it away. I just need to go slowly and I'll be fine. My dash didn't go off. I'm lunging a lot more than usual. Get myself pinned in the corner. I had a really good run going and I've... Oh. I should have used dash slash and I just walked into a jar. What am I doing, man? He's really not that hard at all. If you just look at the early phases of that fight, he's piss easy. Like, like once you figure out that he just jumps This is surely one of the easier bosses in Endgame, right? This detail is really, really funny. I forgot my dash strategy. I'm not allowed to do that. If you're ever dashing away from him, you're doing something wrong, I think. I have to be dashing through him. Oops, I just dashed away from him. And I paid the price because I didn't have my... Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's really consistent. That's how he works. I was trying to greet a spell out there just to see what would happen. Bad idea. Okay, now it's getting a little overwhelming, so I'm just gonna do that. See, when I start deviating from what's been working, that's when shit hits the fan. Like, what am I doing right now? Why am I at 2 HP? Oh my god, my love, protected at last. Hey, I don't trust this at all, so I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, Jesus Christ, what is at the top? 2 grubs! Wait! I saved 2 in Queen's Gardens, 2 here, a 3rd here. Is that all of them? Taking the collector's map. Hold... Oh. No, you can't. Okay, no. There is still, in fact, a grub in the hive that I never found. There's a grub in Crystal Peak. Okay, so no. No, I don't have all of them. But... What is that? What is this? What is that? Okay, 1 grub. So basically, I tried to estimate how many grubs would be left just by looking in the background. Honestly, I was close. 1, 2, 3 waterways. 3, 4, 5. So I miscounted by 5? That's not bad. Why is he imprisoning grubs? Okay, so what is left? You know what? I'm gonna go get my notes out. I'm gonna get my notes ready. My pencil case is still in my bag from when I took my walk today. Okay, so what is remaining here? The collector's prism. Someone send him that. Someone clip that guy. Like, just get some footage of him. And just say, Prisma, this is you. Okay, so what do we still have left to do? What do I want? I want... Hollow Knight to do. 2 keys. Grubs. Black Charm. Oh! Speaking of charms, I know where I'm going. Poop Man. I'll write that down. Poop Man is on my to-do. I like how I'm actually going to know what that means. Wait, Kingdom's Edge? I don't want to be here. Ew. I want to go back to King Station. So, Poofman and Grub are 2 birds with 1 stone. There's a Grub apparently just sitting there in the waterways. Still haven't figured out how to get in there. I also need whatever is in Stag Nest. Because I got the vessel there, but... and what I'm going to prioritize right now is... take me to Resting Grounds. I'm going to go through Blue Lake, and we're going to get some charms. Why am I going through Blue Lake when I could have just gone to Infected Crossroads? Well, because, yeah, Blue Lake is cool, but... Now, what I'm most confused about is... okay, not confused, but, like... the thing that I just don't know where the keys are going to be. Like, 'cause if I can't buy keys anymore, like... what does that mean for me? I forgot they do that. Cool. God, I hate Infected Crossroads. Yes, I got 1 key and I used it on the Waterways access. I bought another... no, I found a key and I used it on GG, and I bought a key and I used it on Waterways access. So now there's another simple... oops, there's another simple key in... or another simple key for the junkyard, and there's a... I can't remember where the other key goes. But fortunately for me, that's why I do this. That's why I use my pins properly. So there's a... yeah, that's junkyard key. Junk pit key, and the other key goes... City of Tears. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, there it is, there it is. There's the pin right there. That's it, thank you. I just couldn't find my pin. We're gonna visit Salubra. Oh, I don't have enough charms for her blessing, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, you need every charm. So she's not giving anything else. Why did I think I guess I thought I had enough, huh? Oh, we're totally 100%ing the charms, aren't we? I think I am. Salubra, in brackets, 6 charms. And that's just... yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then black charm. Or black fragment, rather. Alright, well, we're in Blue Lake anyway, so. Let's go. Sharp Shadow looks really cool. He's actually not here anymore. Fuck. Oh, he's totally dead, isn't he? Quirrell's also dead. Sag. Oh, well, this creates a bit of a problem for me, because now I'm out of ideas of where to go. Unless we want to just start grub hunting right now. I guess that's probably the best idea we have, yeah? Oh, so we don't know if he's dead? I've been a strong advocate for Poopy. Yeah, okay, let's go to Poop Man. Mine waterways. I'm in resting grounds. Maybe I just drop down through City of Tears, collect some cash money. Maybe this is right. Maybe this is... I'm so far down in my chair. It's in like T1 posture. Okay. I have one piece of pale ore, and I would like to find 2 more. I got pale ore from the grubs. This just takes me to King's Station, which is pretty much where I want it to be. Okay, yeah, we're going to Poop Man. Oh, I can just go straight through him now. Okay, well, calm down, Buster. There's a cooldown. Yeah, this is the right way. Where is he? Hey, buddy! Mr. Defender? Please don't tell me I need to equip the poop badge. I think I have to go put it back on. I do not. Is he just here instead then? Where did he go? While I'm wandering towards the bench, just because I'm gonna, like, I like to stick with my guns of just, like, I think I have an idea, so. Oh, this is fluke stuff. Wait, how much easier is the fluke stuff now? Sharp Shadow can go. I want the compass back on, and I want... What the hell do you mean there's a grub up there? No, she's still very much alive. I just didn't notice that. So, I mean, at some point we should probably try her again. Like, we have a lot more mobility and a lot more damage now. So So, okay, so I must just have to search for him, right? Oops, I took a hit. Time to sit down. I'm gonna search around. I feel like if Dung Defender's not there, then he must be, like, hiding somewhere. This game's been more cryptic. Oh my god, wait, those enemies are one-shot kills now with my nail. And those are 2. This doesn't look right for accessing Dung Defender, but... he's here somewhere. Somewhere. I have an eyelash stuck in my eye now. I really need to get it out. Please do not call her Fluke Mommy, by the way. That makes me viscerally upset. Wait, where does this go again? This goes somewhere, right? Yeah. Where does this go? Oh, that's right. It just goes towards Yzma's. I really don't need to be near Yzma's right now, I think. Because if the Dung Defender was near Yzma's, then I would know he's here. Right? Giving a map to all grubs is such a good endgame reward, by the way. This game is designed so well. Is something annoying in it? There's an upgrade to fix that. Always. Just go do something else. So am I, like, pointlessly walking in circles right now, or... Because I'm heading back to the Poop Man's main room, and he's obviously not there. And I don't know what I expect to find by going there. Because it's not going to be the Poop Man. I'm not even going there the right way. Yeah, probably. Oh my god, I have to dig him out. This is like a secret spot here. This is so disgusting. He's not singing. Hang on, what was that? I thought I saw a breakable wall. So, like, where is he hiding, though? Oh, it's... That's how I have to rub my finger across it to do that. Yeah, no, he ain't here. Unless... I was trying to dive straight in. Are you sure I don't need the poof badge? I've got a really... Hold on, I've got a really, really bad idea here. No, that doesn't have access here. Look, I'll just tell you guys what I'm thinking. I'm trying to get in here. I'm trying to find a way into this area that I haven't seen yet. Because I now suspect that it exists. Okay, I want you to like look at what you just typed in Twitch chat, and then I want you to look at who you just said that to. And then like maybe you can remove the think parts. And then we're good. That's right. That's actually very true. I don't just walk, do I? So I never notice any like shakeable terrain. Cause I'm so used to just like I'm just jumping and dashing and all that. So actually, most likely then, that didn't shake at all. But I'm still doing it. Yeah. Like right here, right? It didn't shake at all. Hey buddy, are you dead? Are you okay? He's trembling a little bit. I'm just going into his dream. What the hell is this? I feel like I shouldn't be spying on his dreams. Oh, harder Dung Defender fight? Okay. The White Defender. Hey, I don't remember his kit. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm playing a fucking, like, shoot 'em up. Oh my god, that move's insane! What the hell is going on here? Too close to him. I can just deflect those. Play my Jesus Christ. Just play my distance. Oh, that's not good spacing. I just dashed into his body. Fortunately, it's a dream, so I just get to try over and over and over and over again. He's trembling. Wait. Hold on. There's figures behind him. You can interpret this. It's somewhat. These are the four, and then this spire is just him because he's right underneath it. You can interpret that. Why is he so goddamn fast? Hang on, you can see them a lot more clearly here. Oh, yeah, respect that. That goes like full swing. That one just comes out so fast and it's so hard to react to. But obviously I have a great move for dealing with it. That one. Goddamn spore shroom effect right now while doing the boss fight. I didn't get my sharp shot of it. Ah, I keep not reacting to that move. For some reason, I'm expecting it to do that. Oh, shit. Poop Boy himself is not one of the silhouettes, but that doesn't make any sense. He looks exactly like the one on the right. I like how you said also look at... I hope you said that, like, after I figured it out, so I look smart. I guess no, his body type is, like, a little bit different. His horns are different. Can someone please take a screen cap right now? Like, I want to look at this later. Oh, we just went flying. Oh, shit. So if he's diving down... Fuck, I thought he would keep going for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. He came directly down onto me. Okay. Who would these people be? First order of business is figuring out if one of them is Quirrell. I think no. I think one of them isn't Quirrell. It's so hard to look at the background and fight this guy at the same time. Okay, I can't cleanly dash through him ever. That canceled my spell startup animation. I dashed in the wrong direction if I wanted to dodge. I'm standing on top of it. This is a terrible run. Oh, this is a fucking atrocious one. I just wanted to see what would happen, right? Maybe. Okay. Ugh. So no, Quirrell is not one of them, and I've encountered all of them apparently. Boy, there's only 5 knights. So how's Poop Boy himself not one of the knights? Because he was one of them. Unless he's lying. Unless he said he's one, but he's not. No, because one of them's the king. They're watching him fight. The one in the middle is the king. God damn it. And there's a different in animations. Maybe not. Oops, why did I fucking do that one? You know what's crazy? A minute ago I was complaining about this moving overwhelmingly fast, and now I'm actually... Okay, I say that as I just played like the worst sequence in this entire run so far. I used my dash though, man. I'm not supposed to use the shadow dash like that. Fuck, I thought it was between them. No! I can't get hit by that. I can't tell the difference between those two moves. Okay, so the middle silhouette is the king for sure. Because that's the only silhouette that doesn't appear here. And there's definitely 5 knights, and I have no reason to suspect the Dung Defender is lying about that. That makes no sense. White lady on the left. Who is that guy on the right? I've seen him. That was a cool bounce. Sorry for the silence. I'm focusing on this. I'm not like the most awake right now, and this shit moves really fast. I just need all the reaction time I can get. Fuck. Oh, don't get snowballed on now. What's this? Why did he do that? Is this actually a phase 2? Kinda looks like it. Oh my Jesus Christ, he's even faster. I dashed early. Wow, I really didn't get my swing off. That was a good run. Wow, he's really goddamn fast, guys. Oh no. Okay, you'll give me a reminder that the white lady... Thank you. Who the fuck is Right Guy? Right Guy has the most distinctly memorable silhouette. Like... First thing I started checking for was if one of those ones next to the king is Hornet, by the way. I was about to cast my up spell and the ball hit me as I was. Oh, I was a little late on the dash. Wait, yeah, that move is an ideal time for a nail art. If I can prepare it. Too close. I didn't space that one right. Okay, I hate it when I take 2 hits in a 3. Yeah, that's just... that's usually game over for the fight. Like, if you have one of those sequences. I can usually avoid them for quite a long time, but... Shit! He canceled my soul channel to start yelling. Oh, he went further than he did last time. No, why did I dash at him? Okay. No. I got this. This is not something that needs hints, especially since one of them's in my journal. Hornet is wearing a cloak on purpose. Opposed Lord of the Mantis tribe, embraced the infection and turned against his sisters. Oh, I see. You guys are explicitly, like, you're still mantises, but you're in the gardens because you're infected. Hive Knight is not one of them because he's not affiliated with Hollownest. He's just inside. Big Dude might be in my journal. I just need to check. Dummy Defender's here, of course. Horn. None of the Watcher Knights, obviously. They're different. No. Right? No. Wait, False Knight! No, I was about to say. Wait, where'd he go? He's wearing the shell of False Knight. Stolen armored shell. There we go. That's one of them. Whoever this actually was is the guy on the right. I knew I fought him before. I just couldn't remember where. No, it can't be Hornet. That doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at these sculptures back here, and like the head shapes plus the horns don't line up. I don't know why I'm entering this other attempt because I really have to use the washroom. Middle has to be king. Middle is king. That armor lines up exactly like that dude in Ancient Basin. The corpse, 100% the king. It's protected by a barrier. So that one in the middle is the king. That has to be him. I'll be right back. I don't know if this is too gross or personal for stream, but I hate it when, like, a tiny flap of skin just, like, completely ruins your aim. Like, makes it impossible. I'm trying to be vague with my word. Like, everyone knows what I'm talking about. I just don't want to be, like, too explicit about it, right? Or it's just like, congratulations, you have 2 streams now. And it's like, oh. This is catastrophic. Like, what? That one threw me off a lot. He just randomly chose a direction and rolled with it. I hate it when it's only a single hit. I forgot what that move does. I hate taking a break, like, no matter how small it is, seems to always, like, ruin my skill level in these fights. Yeah, see what I just did? Like, this attempt is just bad. What? I mean, I'm willing to try to clutch it out. Like, maybe I can just go get this from this point on. Remember my nail art thing? I'm too close. Spacing's wrong. That's really good to know. I'm fucked. Cool. Okay, so we've identified the king. We've identified whoever False Knight used to be. We have the Dung Defender. That's 2 of the knights ID'd. Hornet is definitely not one of them. So that's still 2 knights ID'd. Because, like, yeah, look at that. Oh, whoever that is right to the king's left was a corpse outside of the White Lady's tree. For sure. That's who that was. Oh, I thought you only did that move after, like, throwing shit. No, he's doing it more. Oh my god, my dashes are all over the place and they make no sense. My spacing cannot be right there. Nail art animations are so long. So you like, you actually need the Shadow Dash to fight this guy hitless, right? My... I really missed him. Ah. Bad one. Okay, so we've ID'd 3 of the knights, even though the one that I didn't... I don't have a name for the one. She was just a corpse. Something that I thought might have been the queen at first, but who now must be that figure on the left. The far left one is weird. Okay, so he never does that jumping move across the stage anymore. It could just be that. Ah, my spacing. I can't be dashing through that one. I have to hold it for the recoil spikes. Unless I can double jump fast enough. Maybe if I do. Okay, phase 2, he's going faster now. Is this the first fight with like an actual phase 2? God, calm down, I want to hit you. Why are you in the actual corner, man? Okay, he only does that move. Yeah, that move has changed. He will only do those 2. In that order. Fuck, man! Who are the other 2 knights? Who are the other 2? Who is this guy on the far left? Looks like Malfurion. Like... it's none of you. Executed for crimes against the king. I don't think it's going to be anyone else in my journal. Oh, wait a minute. What are these empty little wander... Oh, no, because you're a vessel. That's the point. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait. Where did these empty little wanderers come from? You call them lost kin. Am I empty inside? I don't think I have a soul of my own. I just realized. Oh my god, really? The spacing was off on that one? And then I dashed her. Stay away from him. Be prepared for that. Don't contest the ball if it's like been bouncing a couple of times. I think that's the right way to go about it. Oh my god, I didn't. No, it's not. Oh fuck, I'm gonna take more damage. Plus I can just do this for a little bit. Oh, what's that? Spore Shroom's useless? I just got some chip damage, you idiots. Okay, so it would be like a fool's errand to like, oh my god, like actually try to contest him here. This is too fast. Okay, here we go. That was supposed to be an upswing. I was ready to hit the ball away. Spacing was just right there. Yes! Yes! Got his ass. Wait, what did I just do to him? Our friends. I will protect our dear kingdom. Have faith in me. We will all meet again, I promise it. Oh, I can just... I wonder what happens now. Is this a fight? Again? Oh, you can just revisit the fight. Yeah, it's just the exact same fight. I'm gonna lose on purpose. Wait, those hits do... Wait a minute. This isn't the exact same fight at all. That's not the exact same fight. That isn't the same one. Reacts gallantly to defeat by becoming stronger. Oh. Okay, tell me right now, is this just one souped up version, or does he infinitely become better and better? Champions called, the knotted grove, the battle of the black worm. I remember it all. I will carry those words with me until we meet again. This here. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's right here. We already stole his King's Crest. I have some unfinished business, guys. This is important. I actually have to stand there waiting for it. That's how fast I killed it. Flying ones now. Okay, I have some unfinished business. This is necessary. I forgot you're not allowed to do that. It's dead though. I killed it. Okay, Fluke Marm. Let's go. Oh my fucking god. It's so, like, comically easy now. Fuck you. Bye. Living Charm, born in the gut of a Fluke Marm, transforms the Vengeful Spirit spell into a horde of volatile baby flukes. Disgusting. Fuck you, Fluke Marm. That's it. That's all my unfinished business. We're we're done with that. Literally wasn't even a challenge. I can't believe it. That's so depressing that Actually, no, it's not depressing at all. I struggled that long against that thing earlier. And then it just became trivial because I just made myself better. Like, not even inherently better at the game. I am a little bit better at the game, but I just made myself stronger. Like, I just was better prepared for this. I'm gonna start moving towards the junk pit. And I can never remember... Oh, that's right. This one's annoying. I never remember how to get back there. Like, I find this really obscure. Because that's just for the enemy, as I don't perceive that as a path. Good. Oops. I dashed in the wrong direction. I killed it, right? At least there's that. I'm trying to get to the junkyard because I want to go see the Fluke Hermit. Now that I've killed the Fluke Marm, I just want to see what he has to say. Still can't get up there. Simple lock. God damn it. I guess that's just useless, huh? This is the hermit, right? This is where the hermit is? Oh, that's right. It goes to fungal wastes. Hello. Stronger, bigger, mother. Grow and grow, nice and wet. Noisy, scary, up, stay here, Glah. Oh, your mother. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if I'm supposed to put this on and then talk to the fluke hermit. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, I'm gonna try that, actually. I think that sounds right. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, no, it's not! That's right, it's not fungal wastes, it's like the border of City of Tears. Oh, right. And I don't have enough pale ore. Oh, wait, I've got 2. I didn't know I have 2. I don't know where I got the second one.
Ranjo's dungeon.
It is 3, okay. It's honestly wild to go back to, like, early City of Tears and notice that these are literally just easy enemies. Okay, well, don't get hit by them when you're talking about how easy they are. I haven't been here in a while. I doubt I haven't been here, but... Oh, that's it. Just a little bit of lore. None shall enter, none shall leave. Nothing. I don't think there's going to be anything useful for me here. Not at the entrance, not anymore. Just some husks. I guess this does on paper take me away. Not like the spot I want to be in. Oh, that's right. No, I actually can leave from here, can't I? Oh, wait, no, this was weird, wasn't it? Yeah, it was weird. The gates have been sealed. None shall enter. None shall leave. Darian, are you still there, or did you fall asleep? I wouldn't be surprised if you fell asleep. Oh, let's go straight to the stag station. Okay, yeah. I'm just going stag station, I guess. Let's hunt for grubs for the rest of this. I feel like the white defender is like a good thing to do. But that second phase looks... Maybe I do just go back. Maybe I should just try to kill him. What charms do I have equipped right now? Wayward Compass, Spore Shroom. No, it can't be that. Actually, let's see what the Un one does. Wait, that's actually sick. That's actually potentially useful. I'm going back to the Dung Defender. I'm gonna try to beat him. I think fighting that second form might actually accomplish something. Oh, and that's right. Resting grounds, resting grounds, resting grounds, resting grounds, resting grounds. Remember, remember. Oh shit, it's late. I didn't notice how late it was. I don't have that much more time. I really do want to cram in the resting grounds, just so I don't forget to cash that in. I'm glad I have this mobility. Yeah, we'll try again. So we've identified the corpse, we've identified False Knight, we've identified the Dung Defender. There are 2 knights, and I still have no idea who they are. Oh my god. Come on. Okay, that's an invisible wall. I'm certain of it now. Who is the one on the far right or far left? Who is the one in the middle? Spacing's way off. All the projectiles and more too, that's the scary part of this. Well, it's always a combo. I'm surprised that I actually dashed in the right timing there, that felt way too early. Huh? That felt wrong. Come on. I'm going to beat the harder one. I'm going to beat the harder one. I'm going to beat the harder one. I don't know why he's harder, but I'm going to beat the harder one. Okay, he opened that move. Okay. Bad start already. Okay, I know how to dodge that one and I didn't. Oh my Jesus Christ, okay. I wonder if... You know what? You know what? I changed my mind. I don't need this in my life. Why don't I get the 3rd nail upgrade first? I'm gonna be very, very angry if that guy has the last piece of pale ore, but... Maybe I should just get a nail upgrade first. I think. There's still one more. It's still obviously there. Ooh. The real thing that I just want to avoid is fighting this guy at 1:30 in the morning. I already beat the easier one. The harder one is obviously harder. Brain tired. And I have to be very, very sure to get myself to bed at like a somewhat okay hour. Because I need to, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I have a driving test tomorrow. and I have to be like, I can't be waking up really late because my brain takes several hours to like properly wake up. So I cannot afford to drive my driving test while not properly awake. So maybe it's just resting grounds, and then until 2 o'clock hits, we just get grubs. I think that sounds good. I have 1,500 now. The dream nail is close, so close to fully awakening. I know not what guides you, nor what will it is that drives you forwards. You have 1,800. Take this gift. It's a math shard. Sweet. Okay, I'll take it. Actually, getting one more mask will also allow me to take an extra hit against the Dung Defender. There's a grub in... Really? Near Hallownest's Crown? There's one in the Hive. Okay, let's go Crystal Peaks first, then. We'll go Peaks. I can read that just like fast traveling to Dirtmouth, right? I just realized if you can kill spirits, that means I can kill cloth. Why would I ever want to do that? That's so horrible. Where am I going? Oh, shit, but it's pretty straightforward. It's towards Hallownest Peak, and I know how to get there. I can just take the bench route. It's just here, right? Yeah, it is. I guess I just have to take the downward path. I've already done that. It's like, what did I miss here? What? No, what? Oh my god, I actually didn't do this platforming challenge last time, did I? I forgot about this. Oh my god, if I just forgot about it. I've been here before and I just never did this. Ah, come on, really? I just don't care to walk. So we can go to Hive next. There's no need to go to Crossroads. Teacher's Archives? Really? Oh, I guess there's still more in the Fog Canyon, huh? Really? Teacher's Archives? Okay, Queen Station it is then. There's still a few parts of the map over there that aren't revealed yet, so I think I should go over there and just poke around. I like how some of these stag stations are like really useful, and then others you just never go to, and they're only there to bring you back. Looking at you, distant village. How did I just notice that like the backing track is based on a muffled version of Green Path? Okay, where? Don't tell me it's inside the teacher's archives, right? Is there a grub in here that I missed? I'll just take the free health. Is there a grub inside here that I missed? Okay. That was a lot of garbage. So it's just mirrored so far. That was the harder one, I remember. That side was harder, and I never went there, so I just wanted to see if there was something. Oh my god, I don't think I fully investigated this side. No, this is just the central tube. She's obviously not here anymore, because she's a little bit dead. Kinglight M growth, in-kind flow, all think, Enfield, Old Light M, Essence M, Dream M, Ungrowth, oh my, Uncontained, Third Ungrowth, End Life. Wait. Uncontained. End Life. Does this just record what she thought? I think I just heard the grub. I think I just heard the grub. Thurio. I'm not even gonna bother reading that. Contain light their dreams. Wait, who spoke like that? Okay, well, if I put the grub down here, then it wouldn't be up here. That doesn't make any sense. If I heard it down here, then it must be down here. I don't know what a breakable wall in here would look like. No way. There's nothing here, right? Oh my god, is there one on the other side? Is there an equivalent? No, there isn't. What? Oh, hang on. What's up with that puddle, then? Hey, Karibo. How are you doing? We're just doing some busy work until the end of the stream. It's getting late, so we're just looking for grubs. I have the map that shows me where grubs are now, and I'm very, very suspicious of this corner. swear for the grub. I guess I should actually, like... It says it's in I don't know if this means it's in Teacher's Archives or just near Teacher's Archives. And maybe I'm hallucinating the grub sounds. I don't have Compass equipped because I was just doing, like, a White Defender fight. It was kind of difficult. It's going pretty well. Just chilling. Now, I can't explain why I just did that. So, maybe the grub isn't actually in Teacher's Archives? Maybe it's not? Maybe... I guess not. I guess that means it's probably, like, somewhere... I don't mean to go back in there. It's probably somewhere stupid, like... Go as high as you can over here, and then, like, crystal jump this way, and then, like... Yeah, it was. Okay. Grub. We're in the last 3 grubs, I think. I would like to just... I'm going to climb all the way up. I'm going to get the Crossroads map. But that's not... Like, I'm just visiting for a moment, because, like, I really don't actually need to be up here. I just want map completion. Don't care. Didn't ask. I just never actually finished walking up here, so... Watch as there's just a piece of pale ore chilling here for no reason. Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, right. That's what they do. Oh, that's right. That's the entrance Darian was telling me about. The one that I didn't take that I could have taken. Oh, it was a grub room. Huh. Weird. We're gonna go back. We have, where is it? It's fungal wastes? I don't know. Maybe. It's probably deep nest, to be honest. I'm not too lazy to walk. Yeah, I'm not too lazy to walk. I was really debating on whether I was too lazy to walk. Those are fungal wastes. Is that convenient for me? No, it's not. Where's that one? That's not convenient for me. Okay, some essence is nice. Because just getting, like, individual bits of essence mean I can use my fast travel more, my Dream Gate. I just don't have anything useful to Dream Gate 2 right now. Okay, so I suppose best spot to be is just Deep Nest. I do not believe that grub is in fungal wastes. We're gonna sit down, just heal, that sort of thing. Boop. Boop. Hey, so Udyr tomorrow, right? Or I guess technically today. That's exciting. I don't get to play him, like, tomorrow, but soon. I'm so annoyed by that little platform. Yeah, I think he's cool. I'm excited. They've kept him very much the same, but he looks like a little bit harder to play. God damn it. The exploding one too, right? Yeah, it is. So this should be my fast track to Deep Nest if I remember my paths correctly. I think it is. Yeah, that's right. I go here. And what was down? Down was just a platforming challenge. That's right. Okay. More to him than just run, stun, jobs done. A little bit, yeah. I mean, he still he still has run, stun, jobs done. Which is awesome. Okay, I am absolutely positive you access it through here then. There is something to this. I just started looking for breakable walls. Like, I've got I have a few mechanical things to test out on Wednesday when I get my hands on them for the first time. I changed my structure. I think my friends got tired of being asked to try hard when like they're casual players at heart. So I've changed how I do PvE nights. We're gonna have like a pure casual night first, so I can just get the hang of the mechanics. And then after that, I'm going to get like as many higher reload players as possible to just try hard and make stable games. The proposed Mundo change. I saw something about him losing some AD in exchange for like a boatload of base health on ultimate. But I haven't really kept up with whatever happened there. How did I get there? I am where I think I am too, right? Yeah, I'm in that vertical room. Ah, there we go. Criminal. Oh my goodness. You're a mimic, right? Yeah. You cannot be serious, right? It's you. Yes! Of course they would put mimics in Deep Nest. Ugh. Okay, so now that that one's dealt with, what else is left? There's one in the hive. Oh, is that it? Is that it? It's just the hive. Oh my goodness. It was 80 on ult and E80 changed to percent max. Oh. Other than full build rank 3. Oh. And if Mundo is just stronger. Oh. I mean, I'm here for Mundo bucks. We don't see that champion very much these days. I guess King Station's just the best access point, huh? I mean, really, I should be going trams. I could have just gone trams from Deep Nest. That would have been an option. So there is a grub hidden in the hive, huh? So, what were people doing? Because I have to confess, I have not kept up with Mundo, like, at all. Mundo got reworked. I had my initial thoughts on him, and then, like, nobody played him, and he was never really a meta force except for when, like, Renekton and Volibear were taking over top lane, and he was answering them both well, and, like, sets too. Like, outside of those, I have not kept up with Mundo. I, like, assumed that E into W into Q would be fine in some games. Did that end up ever happening? Or were we just Q maxing? Or were we E maxing? Like, because by the way you're phrasing this, it sounded like we had to Q EW. Like, basically ignoring W. Ah, shit. And that sucks because, like, it really looked on paper like Mundo would have just really liked the extra regen from it. So that's actually a pretty big deal. If he's allowed to go W second. Perish. Stop running me down. Actually, I can just ignore it. Dive bombing me from off screen. I don't know exactly where I am in the hive. If this is... Oh, I know exactly where I am. Never mind. This leads me to the, hive. 90% of your damage came from Q. His AD was that bad from E? Are you serious? I know E is percent current health damage, so, like, in chunks, but... that little of your damage was your AD steroid? That doesn't seem right. Or at least that doesn't seem like it was supposed to be that way. Ooh, do I... Fair. Yeah, that's probably more... that's a less reactionary way of putting it. Okay, so that puts me here. I have to go down the corridor there. The grub is adjacent to that. I do remember, like, it must have been a year ago at this point, which kind of blows. Oh, fuck. I hate the hive, it's so dangerous. I have to leave this thing alive. It does 2 damage. Oh my god. Okay, so surely then... that must be... I do remember that being nice on him. Like, when I was trying to figure out about a year and a half ago, like, which tanks are allowed to be blind picked. I know we can't really consider Mundo, like, a proper tank, because he really is a Juggernaut, but... range tools like that were really what stood out to me. Okay, so, like, what am I supposed to do to get this hive grub? Where the hell is this? No. No. No, 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 no. Don't tell me. No, you can't do this to me. Guys, I have a bad feeling there's a third entrance to the hive, only for a grub. Unless, of course, Big B here can destroy a wall that I'm not aware of. I wonder if this is breakable. No, it's not. games. I just got absolutely fucked there. Oh my god. Okay, so now... No, because it can't be... It can't be there. Oh, Jesus, how many of the bees have respawned? I mean, I had the big bee crash into this just a moment ago. Yeah, and sure enough, nothing. Okay, no, I'm pretty confident at this point that there is, in fact, a third entrance to the hive. Yeah, solo queue for sure, I get that. I think I like to see Mundo buffs because without them, his place in comp is very, very limited. So, because as it stands now, he does... As it stands, he pretty much only punishes teams who fail to draft any form of tank busting. You just pick Mundo, and it's like, oh, Mundo will carry us, like, because no one will kill him. Right? He'll just, like... It's really hard to create the conditions where he gets to go where he pleases. I actually had to start exploring Kingdom's Edge for more ways into the hive, and that is so depressing. Either way, honestly, more Mundo in my games is a good thing. I think. I think. We'll see how I feel when I get more Mundo in my games. I have to play more ranked soon. I mean, I just have to play more League in general. The ranked anxiety won't go away without exposure. So. As long as I can, like, accept being, like, D4 or lower for the season, and I'm fine with not climbing, then I can just play League and, like, do my best, right? This is not the season in which I hit Masters, unfortunately. It simply can't be. Not with everything else going on in my life that I need to address first. I can't spend... I can't, like... I can't properly get good at League of Legends if I can't, like, process League of Legends in-game, in the moment. So that is he. Okay, so that's not even remotely close to the grub. I wonder if this is the sort of, like, because this looks like it's supposed to be the last grub, right? Yeah, unless for some reason you're just a champion with a bajillion slows. But that's the only champion who, like, actually enjoys ganking Mundo. I can't even name a champion like that right now. My brain is too tired. So something has to open above me. And then I'm close. I don't know where I would even find an alternate way into the hive for this grub. Because, like, I already fished through the, like, all of these areas when I was looking for the real, actual entrance to the hive. It's clearly not right here. But it's close, right? Because this is the box that's in my map. Yeah. So then I just have to walk down, like... And now I'm, like, directly above the grub, right? Because we did just learn earlier with the Dung Defender that you don't always get... I've got it. I'm gonna put the compass back on. I think that's the only way I'll be able to line this up properly. My dash actually got canceled. Sharp Shadow feels really good, but I can't really justify having it on. Sharp Shadow, and then put the compass back on, and then like find some funny like one. Can't soul when taking damage. Sprint Master sounds useful right now. Let's see if you have anything to say. I've met all your brothers. I've been training with my brother, Mato. He has strange notions of loyalty and honor. I'm sure he was difficult and unpleasant to train under. Did he mention my name to you? If he does, tell him to be patient. He'll be waiting a while longer before I give him what he wants. Drama! Okay, now that I have this, I'm going to be able to tell exactly when I'm above the grub. How did you two even get there together? Okay, so it's going to be past this point, right? And then... Okay, not there yet. All of these are back because I rested. Whoops. Worse, all of these are back. I think if I spaced that better, it actually could have been awesome. Okay, I'm almost right over top of it. Come on. I believe in this theory so much. I'm believing in this theory a little bit less. The hive grub is eluding me. How do I even get in there? Okay, I have a theory, and it's not a good one, but we're at least going to try it. I'm just looking for breakable walls on here. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. And then if we go, like, there, doesn't really make a lot of sense for there to be anything unless there's just some entirely secret network that I haven't found yet. Oh my god, this is unpleasant. So, I'm right back to thinking I just need the big B to hit something specific. I can't think of anything else it could be. Yeah, no, I have no idea. Maybe I just need to start like making dream gates so I can just fast travel to places. I think I'm gonna make a dream gate in the beehive. I really have an immunity dash, and I'm still getting hit by those things. Really. Okay, so I think I just need to find a safe spot in the hive, and I'll set up my dream gate temporarily. So if I'm gonna keep going back and forth. Gotta get here. Fucking bees. The bees are everywhere. Okay, so I think I know where I'm gonna do it to. Too many bees. Oh my god, I got hit by that one. Okay. This is the safest place inside the hive that I can think of. So yeah, there's my gate. Well, no, never mind. I can't make it here. I'm not allowed to make it right here. This was just honey stuff. Okay. I guess this technically counts as inside then. I doubt there'd be like anything hidden up here. Yeah. Am I allowed to set my gate here? Yes, yes I am. That thing bounces too fast. So if it crashes right there, nothing happens. One of the big bees is dead. I'm a little concerned that I need the other one, so I don't really want to kill it. I do, however, want to kill everything else in the room, especially these guys. I just don't like that the husks are releasing bees. Like, that's a bad mental image. This is my least favorite bee. Don't like this one. Failed to dash, but that's okay. We can full heal. Where's the hive, bro? That spell is, like, disturbingly strong. I don't have anything to support this idea, but I feel like I need to bring a big bee up here. But no, but it won't fit. It won't fit there. What does that mean if it won't fit? Like, I guess it just means that you can't possibly need a big bee up here. What was that? What was that? Did you guys just see a room up there? I sure as hell did. What is that? How do I get there? That looks like an exit path. Okay, so how do I get in? Let me try something. Aha! It's not an exit path when you have this much mobility anymore. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, now I do actually regret setting my dream gate because I thought it would be useful if I'd have to keep coming back and forth, but then I just figured it out. Wow, what a nefarious grub. That's a mean grub placement. Okay, now that we've solved it, it's time to leave. Guys, I think that is every grub in the game. No thanks, I'm not in the mood for that right now. I've got to go set my Dream Gate back to Dirtmouth. I guess I just go King Station, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've spent way too much time in Kingdom's Edge just wandering around lately. I'm actually pretty tired of this place. Let's just start climbing, I guess. I wonder what's happening with the angry knight dude. Oh no, Tower of Love takes me to another spot in Kingdom's Edge. No thanks, I don't want to be here. I actually dodged it that time. I usually get hit by that one every single time. Going to Dirtmouth. We've got to go through a lot of the infection here, which kind of sucks, but... Set my portal back because I do not want to accidentally port into the goddamn hive when I'm not expecting it. And then... You're gonna be in here, right? No, she's not. Oh, she's sleeping. I wonder if there's a day-night cycle, like, going on in the background, but you just can't tell because everything's way too dark all the time. Alright, I am... It? Yeah, okay, perfect. I'm exhausted, but it's finally time to see what happens when you save every grub. What is my reward? They're all here! We saved everyone! Yes! Oh, that looks shiny. Big. It's just a king's idol. It's just money. Okay. Hooray! We saved them all! Finally! Grubberfly's Elegy. It's a charm. That's pretty worth it. Contains the gratitude of grubs who will move on to the next stage of their lives. Imbues weapons with a holy strength. When the bearer is at full health, they will fire beams of white hot. Ooh, it's like a Zelda beam. Yay, 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 yay. That could be a useful charm. I mean, not if you're spec'd into spells and you have all the upgrades there. Yeah, it's just the Master Sword. Wait, did I just... Look at them all celebrating. Hooray! Okay, so what else do I need to do? There's 4 charms left in the game. Okay, I can... Grubs are crossed off my list. Perfect. I'm so tired, guys. It's time for bed. I'm not positive that the next stream will be the last Hollow Knight, because it seems like there's still just a lot to explore and discover. We're definitely getting close, though. We're close.
Pa ako nada. Pa ako nada.
Already bought so much. Unfortunately for now, you've cleaned us out of anything worth selling. Carnival will no doubt be pleased, but I do wonder what he plans to spend all that geo on. And there's still nothing here, right? There's nothing to buy here.
Papasute.
There's nothing to buy here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I can spend my geo on at this point. There's a nail upgrade. I haven't found the I haven't found the last piece of pale ore though. It has been destroyed and is now worthless as an object of sentiment. Oh my god. Cool. Well, I mean, I guess we boss rush it next time, right? Like, what have I got left? Where are my tokens? There's something over there. Don't remember what that is, but it's a boss. Did I do this one already? I can't remember if I fought this guy and beat him. I think I might have been... I think I might... Okay, yeah, that one's supposed to be there. Yeah, I guess I just start going around and fighting things. Okay, cool. Yeah, time for sleep. Keep an eye out for my streams over the next few days, guys. Surely you're gonna have some PBE content as soon as Udyr releases. Oh my god, I haven't been this tired ending a stream in forever. How did I let myself go this long? Yeah, I get, yeah, that's it. No, I have no outro with me. Good night, guys.